Hi everyone. Last week we did a YouTube video, which was at the beginning of the year, for an energy update from Gaia. And we get one of these every year and every month, and well, you can have one every day really, you just have to ask. But she came up with 4 things that we can be aware of. It's brought it into our awareness for this whole year that will ease our way, that will help us in some way in our lives. And basically the 4 things are clarity, respect, love, and unity. So for the next 4 YouTube videos, I'm going to take each of those and explore it in a bit more detail. I've had quite a lot of feedback in wanting to know actual specifics and practical applications of the messages that we get through. And as I absolutely adore doing that, it is my pleasure to provide that today. So today we're going to focus on that first one, which is clarity. Now, when Gaia came through with this information, it was literally crystal clear, laser sharp clarity, i.e. the clearest you can possibly be. So if we take an absolutely easy example, let's say somebody has invited you to a social event and your normal response is yes, or your normal response is no. It doesn't actually matter, but you're in your normal response and it's like, sure, I'll come to that, or no thanks, whatever the norm is for you. So what Gaia means by clarity is just not responding straight away without checking in first into your inner landscapes about what really is going on, raising your vibration to a higher state so you can answer life, if you like, from there. So I thought we'd do that together. So let's say somebody's just asked us to go out for the night or out for the day or whatever it happens to be, and we just take a breath. So to go to your higher self, to actually align yourself with spirit, to align yourself with all that you are in any given moment, means that you're not just doing answers from a habitual self. You're actually checking into your inner guidance system, your intuition, your sixth sense, to say, is this in perfect alignment with me? Is this really beneficial for me? Is it in coherence with me? Is it a good thing? Is it a good thing? Is it really a good thing? And we're not just allowing the mind on its own to make the decision for us. We're asking the mind to open the doorway to the higher mind. So the higher mind, your instinctual, instinctive, intuitive side, can actually respond as well. And you can have a really good mix as an answer. So literally a very, very easy way that we can use this month for doing this is just do it with me now. Just take an example, any example of something that you've been invited to. It can be a work thing or a social thing, or somebody just said, come on over for coffee or walks with the animals, or there you go. So something. And then if you take some deep breaths with me. So do it in whichever way is most comfortable for you, but just take a nice deep breath in, say 3. And as you're doing this, you're actually bringing your attention inside your body. So you're bringing your attention to your solar plexus and your heart. Some people are very kinesthetic, so they like to actually place their hands in these parts, on these parts of the body. And it's literally to take some deep breaths in. And we're focusing, therefore, on the awareness of our breath, which means that we've taken our focus from the external stimuli and we've gone inside. Now, some people really like to close their eyes while we're doing this. I'm going to ask you to keep your eyes wide open, because you could be in the middle of the street when somebody's asking you this sort of thing, or the office, or in the post office, or wherever it happens to be. And it's really nice just to do this on the breath, because naturally we need to keep breathing. So it's a useful tool to use to get your clarity. So in this instant, with our practice, we're going to lengthen this practice, but in reality, on the moment, it'll just be one breath and you'll be able to get yourself there with enough practice. So we breathe in go inside and repeat the question. Is this good for me? So you're breathing in. What I'm actually doing, I'll show you what I actually do. So I'll breathe in, and then when I breathe out, I'm taking my energy down through my legs and I'm going deep into the earth. I like to feel really grounded, really connected with the earth. It helps to sort of like give me the idea of being stable. So first of all, I go nice and strong deep within the earth, and then the next breath for me would be to bring this energy back up into the solar plexus and the heart area and sit there for a breath. So breathe out through the heart area. And then the next breath for me, the third one, is to take it up into the heavens. So it's up above your head, into the higher chakra area, into the heavenly area, into the spiritual plane. So above the head, as high as you've gone low, deep in the earth. And then with the exhalation breath, I'm bringing it down back into the heart. Okay, so we're breathing in, taking it down to earth, breathing out, bringing it up to the heart, breathing in. Heart, solar plexus, this is your power center and your loving center. Breathing out, sharing that with the universe. Breathing in, taking our direction and energy up into the heavens. Calling in there, we're really knocking on the door of our higher self, going to the really highest point of our own divinity for the answers here. And breathing out, and I see that's coming back to the heart area. Now, from this point, I kind of repeat the question. So my friends just invited me to ABC event. So at that point, I'm looking for a real clear answer from all aspects of who I am. So I've gone inside, I'm checking with my heart, checking with my power center. I'm very earthed, and I'm in the highest vibration I possibly can be, just with a few breaths. And from that point, my intuitive voice will very clearly say yes or no. So what usually happens here when you get given the answer is the mind will come in and start to argue with it. Yeah, but. Which is absolutely fine. But with practice, you'll learn that just taking the first answer is the correct one. And your crystal clear clarity that the energy update is providing for us with Gaia is to act upon the first thing that came to you after you've centered yourself. That's what centering is. Centering is kind of providing a ribbon of light that travels all the way through your body, deep within the earth and high up into the higher echelons of vibrational essence. So when we come centered, when we focus on that ribbon of light that we are all the way through us, then the answers are always there, and the answers to our well-being and our highest state of joy sit there, and it's answered from that place. So our intuitive self knows very, very clearly with laser sharp accuracy what is best for us, even if we argue with ourselves a little bit and maybe even ignore it and do something else. Yeah, we've all done that. It's not a pretty outcome usually. Then we learn over time that answering and acting upon that first intuitive hit is usually the best outcome. And from there, you basically answer from there. Yes, I'll be with you. And, you know, all of a sudden it becomes a big, complete yes, or a big, complete no. It's like an absolute, because it hasn't been a flippant response, or it hasn't been from a pattern response. You've actually put the pause in. You've actually put the pause in that is always there before an intuitive check-in or an intuitive response. We go into what is called stillness. We pause before we react. And then when we react, it's because we've checked in, our intuitive self has answered, and therefore we're really in the flow of life. And by being in the flow of life, we get less obstacles to our happiness and to our joy. So hopefully that helps you. That's point number 1, which is clarity. And it's just practice it. Please practice it. Practice going in with that breath. It's 3 breaths. You ask the question, you get the answer, and you act with all your being on that answer. So next week we've got number 2, which is respect, and I'll plump that out with examples of what that actually means. So good luck with your practice this week on clarity. If you need any help with that, let me know. Lots of love. Mwah. Bye for now.